Well, hello, everyone. Thanks for attending. My name is Ryan Manook. I'm a senior solutions consultant here at Klaris. I'm going to be your host for today's webinar, and I'm joined by Brian Good of iPoint Solutions. Now, many of you today, you're likely managing your business problems across multiple apps that just aren't talking to each other. And Brian's here to discuss how a single custom app, and in particular, iPoint Solutions, can help increase business productivity and intelligence. Now, if you have any questions, please ask them at any time. Head to the GoToWebinar control panel, click on the question section, enter your question, and click on send. We'll then dedicate some time at the end of the webinar for some Q&A. Now, Klaris FileMaker is ranked #1 in G2 Crowd's Workplace Innovation Platform category and is a recognized leader in the low-code platform category by Forrester. So if you need a custom app, FileMaker's got you covered. Add to that the newly announced product called Klaris Connect, a simple and easy way to create automated workflow integrations. And Klaris is going to continue to provide you with the best tools to solve business problems. We're going to continue to make powerful technologies available to everyone so you and your users can have the best digital transformation experience. But having an effective category extends far beyond the product. A robust ecosystem of resources, community, marketplace, and professional partners is imperative. And that brings me to iPoint Solutions, a trusted partner in Klaris's ecosystem and a developer shop who for years has taken this powerful FileMaker platform and turned it into fantastic solutions for businesses. And with that, allow me to introduce Brian Good, Vice President of Sales and Marketing for iPoint Solutions.
Hello, everybody. iPoint is a software company that works really, really hard to provide a single platform that you can use to manage all of the different areas of your business. And what we've done is we've developed a Klaris software FileMaker solution that ties everything from all of the different areas into one app so that you've got the perceptive solution you need to help your business continue to grow, to increase profitability, and to get rid of the chaos that just comes with running a small business. When you're able to combine the different apps that you use into one consolidated workflow, it really does make running your business easier. And the reason it makes running your business easier is because not being able to get access to the information that you need at the time you need it creates a business risk. It hinders your ability to grow, and it's caused by data segregation. So when you're using different apps that don't talk to each other, that don't work together, they don't coexist in the same ecosystem, not everybody can access everything at the same time, and that creates some risks. Not only is it inefficient, but it's also expensive, and quite frankly, it's dangerous. Because when you're not able to access the information you need at the time you need it, you're going to miss opportunities. And some of those opportunities are the ability to upsell, because your techs in the field don't have access to the available inventory. The parts they pull off their vehicles, they don't get billed out. When there's no integration between the billing system and the field management system, your technicians can go out unprepared. And when you don't have the ability to track all the different parts and pieces that they need in order to do the job the right way, sometimes they're going to show up without something, and that's going to give you an upset customer. When things are forgotten, customers get upset. They feel like you broke a promise. They might feel like you failed at meeting their expectations, and that has a tendency to damage relationships, right? And when customers are upset, the relationship's been damaged. What's that cause? Here comes the chaos. So by using all of these multiple apps, not being able to access all of the information that you need at the same time, you're causing your company chaos because it causes confusion, not only on prioritization, but also, something didn't get delivered, so now we have to rush the order. It has to be staged. They put on the right vehicle. Is the right guy going to go out there and do it, or the right lady going to go out there and do it? It's expensive. And in addition, to all of that, it also is gonna delay your billing. So, you know, it causes lost revenue, and lost revenue is something that I believe everybody wants to avoid, along with the increased labor costs that are going to go along with all of the reschedule because they weren't included in your original quote. when you get upside down on a job, what's that cost? Stress. And iPoint is designed to help avoid that stress. What we've tried really hard to do is provide one app that gives you a full business management process. You want to take all of the different applications that you're using, combine them into one, so that everybody can have access to all of the information they need, whether they're in the office or whether they're in the field. It's a complete business process, and it does a really good job of creating accountabilities and giving you a workflow that meets the complexities of your individual business from start to finish. Now let's take a look at the workflow that we've created here. It starts with a proposal. Well, technically, it starts with the CRM, but once you have an opportunity, you create the proposal. You have the rooms. You send it out. They need to change it. They either like it or they don't. Right? When it's accepted, what's that process? What's that transition look like for your company? It would be great if you could just push one button and notify the person in billing, hey, it's time to get an invoice, right? You have to allocate your stock, you have to create the project, you have to bill for it correctly, you have to deal with all the changes that happen in between. And a lot of small businesses start out on Excel or, Google. And as they grow and they continue to expand their business, they realize the need for more management. So they get something for email marketing, for CRM, for to manage their vendors, for their work orders, to do their scheduling. What iPoint does is it takes all of those different apps and it puts it into a single platform so that you are now able to utilize one system instead of 10 systems to do all of the things that your small business needs. And you know, the ability to do that is priceless. So I'm going to jump over into iPoint for a moment so we can take a look at the solution that we've created. What we're looking at right now, this is the home screen of iPoint. On the left-hand side, you'll see my CRM list or my work order list. Work orders are going to provide the day-to-day, the jobs that your technicians are out there to install. But I only use iPoint to sell iPoint. So it's important to me to make sure that I account for all of my phone calls, all of my demos, all of my follow-up demos. And there's oversight involved in that the management team can say, hey, sales team, I need you to be making X number of calls in a day. And every time they log a call, it counts towards that. You're able to make sure that you have that accountability. When it comes to a proposal, here's a list of the proposals we have outstanding. I know that many businesses have different stages of proposals, right? As they work that job through their pipeline. This is Insight Survey. I need to send somebody out. I've created an estimate on this one. They've accepted it. We're ready to get into design engineering, and we sent it out. We're just waiting for them to give us some money. You've got your metrics on the right-hand side, and with a single click, I can jump right into any one of these jobs. But another area that information can get lost is as you transition from a proposal to actual work in progress. With iPoint, you click one button and it's going to transition from proposals over to sales orders. When I look at my sales orders now, I am able to see, those are accepted, those are in rough-in phase, those are in system install, those are in trim, those are in final, those are complete pending payment, and that one just needs to be closed. But look at the data we provide. Hours sold, hours worked, how many hours I have left to use, the percent of the job that's complete, the percent of my time sold that I've used, of what I've ordered, what's been delivered, what's been requested, what's been staged. Are there change orders that need to be approved? And another thing that's really important to iPoint is instead of making you run special reports to match the hat that you're wearing or the lens that you're looking through, you want to be able to reorganize the information on this screen so that if I don't, maybe I'm the purchase manager, I'm not concerned about the job status. What I need to know is how my material is doing. I can go to purchase manager status. These jobs are fully ordered. Those need to be staged before we can order. Those are staged and ready to order. These down here started ordering, but they're not complete. Down here, these are still waiting for deposit. But you have the same information, so you can see exactly how you're doing on each individual job. And inside of here, after we get some money in, right, because we can bill directly through iPoint, we can push that directly into QuickBooks for you. When we get this money in, we're going to change to deposit received. it's going to generate another notification. This one can go to the person who does your ordering. They can jump into the product manager. And right now, as companies order, traditionally, they're looking at things by manufacturer and ordering individually from each manufacturer. It's not that it's a bad practice, but it may not be the most efficient way to order. If you were able to look at your job and arrange it by job phase rather than by individual items, now we know my pre-wire is going to be done on the 25th. We know that we're going to do system install on the 18th. I can select those items and put through a request for my purchasing team to have those in by the 25th of March. Submit that product request. I can even put special notes like they're on sale at, right, whatever it is. Um, but when you are able to create that efficiency, now your purchasing team is able to order everything that your company needs from an individual manufacturer at one time. So you're saving shipping costs. You've got a streamlined workflow and an accountability built into the system that allows you to be a lot more efficient. Uh, Once you start getting items in, maybe they're fully ordered, that anytime you change the status, it generates a notification. This one's going to go to our project manager, where they now have the ability to hit a button that says create all tasks now. If you've ever sold something for a long job, forgot the customer purchased it, so it didn't get installed, this is your easy button right here. Create all tasks now. That's going to create a comprehensive list of everything that is required for that individual job, what it is, where it goes, whether or not it's been started or completed, all the way through. As your technicians or as your field staff is out in the field, if they needed to pull a vehicle inventory item off of their vehicle, using iPoint, they have the ability to scan it with their iPhone, remove it from that vehicle inventory, and add it to the job. Shows up on this list. So now your project manager can either bill for it or mark it non-billable, add it to a change order. We also give you the ability to proactively manage the actual time on site. Through the creation of our work orders, your technicians go to the job, they check into the job, and we're able to track the actual time that they've spent compared to the hours that you sold. So the ability to get those metrics over the life cycle of your job allows you to ascertain actual profitability from an installation perspective. And we do all of it right through our project tab. You can come in here, create a work order. Inside of here, how do you want to install the job? Maybe I want to do it by location, and I'm going to send somebody out just to do Sally's bedroom. I can take those items, add them to a work order, schedule it, but I got a warning. That warning tells me, hey, this stuff is going to be in 325. That's in, but some of this other stuff, it hasn't even been ordered yet. When you're able to determine whether or not your items are on hand um, before you even leave for the job, that's powerful. Schedule it for as many people as you want, and your technicians in the field, they're not going to be using a computer all the time. So there's a fully mobile app, a fully functional mobile application. And as we go through this, the proposal turned into a sales order. The sales order is where you will manage the day-to-day operations through the project, through the work orders, make sure all of the invoicing is done correctly, any returns that come through, even a time clock. And with this, you want to know where your technician was when he checked in, you can see. You know, it's important to make sure that you can trust, but yet still verify all of the feedback that you're receiving from your company. Um, Another very important item that I want to address is the ability to do your marketing. With iPoint, we can pull up our CRM, load a list of all of our customers, and now let's say that we want to know everybody that we sold Samsung to. Maybe there's a firmware update that needs to be done. I can filter this list by items, by manufacturer. I can select Samsung, and then through our marketing arm, I'm able to turn this into a actual mailing list that is going to include not only people that I've sold Samsung to, but if I turn this into a live list, it will also save it for everybody that I sell Samsung to in the future. And once we have our list made, we can go into our marketing arm and we can create a target specific form of communication via an email template. Your company can create these. It's a functionality of a MailChimp or a constant contact built right into iPoint. opens up just as well on a phone as it does on a computer. And you have the ability to send these out through a campaign, and not only are you able to generate them, but you're also able to get the feedback that that campaign creates. How many opens did we have? How many clicks? Who clicked in it? He clicked in it. What did he click on? He clicked on this. Salesperson, please call him. Talk to him about this. That's a lead list. You know, not only the ability to keep up with your current customers, but also to gain new customers through technology. And of course, none of this would be any good if we weren't able to provide you the metrics that you need to know. When you look at the reporting inside of iPoint, want to make sure you don't go upside down on a job. Here's a report. I'm going to run this, and if this number is negative, I need to bill them again, right? Um, but we wanted to take that one step further and provide you the ability to have the metrics that you're looking for just automatically show up in your email every morning. So we created something called Morning Coffee, where any of the data points that we track through iPoint can automatically show up in an email for your business before you even get there. Oftentimes the first hour of the day is finding out what happened yesterday, what fires you need to put out today. Well, if you have that information in your email, it's going to make you a lot more efficient, so you have a lot more time to work on your business instead of managing the day-to-day activities of your business. And that's important for us at iPoint. And that was sort of a quick overview of iPoint. But what I would like to do now is to sort of open this up for questions and see how it is that we can help. Because hopefully what I've shown you is that you're able to see how having a 360-degree view of all of the interactions you have with each one of your customers is going to be able to increase efficiency. The automated reporting is going to be able to provide you more time to work with your business or on your business instead of for your business. And as you have that time and flexibility, you're going to be making more money because you're not spending all of it on multiple different applications. You're able to consolidate that cost into one business management platform that is as flexible as your small business is complicated. And I wanted to also share with you some of the other information that our community members are saying before I open it up to questions.
Thank you, Brian. This is Ryan Minogue with Claris again. Fantastic demo. A lot of benefit out of your solution. Again, if you have a question, please share it with us. Go to the GoToWebinar control panel, hit that question section, enter your question, and click on send. One of the first questions we have, Brian, is about the pricing for iPoint. Can you give us a little bit more information about the price for iPoint as well as where they can learn more about it?
Absolutely. You can visit our website at ipointsolutions.net/pricing. We are fully transparent, but the platform cost is $3,500 for the first user. Additional users have a one-time setup fee of $299. So it'd be 3,500 plus 299 times your number of additional users would be the initial cost. And then in order for you to benefit from all of the expertise of my programming group, all of the new features, all of the failover hosting, everything we can do to help you continue to be successful. The maintenance of the system is $150 a month for the first user, which includes the server, but it's only $45 a month for additional active users. And we only bill for active users. So if there is a license that wasn't used during the month, it's not going to be on your bill. And if somebody were to leave the organization, you could reassign that existing license to another user without incurring additional costs.
And certainly they can learn more about that on at the iPoint Solutions website. What is the URL for that website?
It is ipointsolutions.net. So iPoint Solutions with an S in the end, .net.
Perfect. We had one question about APIs. So what's great at iPoint Solutions, you have some integrations built in, you're using APIs. What does the future look like in terms of how you're building them out? Are you planning on using something like Klaris Connect in the future?
We're certainly open to it. Right now, we support a RESTful API to be able to data mine the iPoint platform into different solutions. If there is a specific need, we are more than happy to examine it as it comes up. And I have a team of 5 full-time programmers whose only job is to make our community members' lives better.
Nice. So we have a few questions in the mobile arena, Brian. Starting off with, uh, what is iPoint's accessibility from a Android standpoint?
From an Android standpoint, you have the ability to access your iPoint file remotely via web browser. So technician level access is fully functional from an Android phone. You have the ability to log into the job, um, complete your tasks, leave your notes, take your pictures, do whatever you need to do while you're there. Um, but that access is limited to technician level. You would not want to create a large proposal from an Android phone. It's going to be a lot more efficient on an iOS device or a Windows device. Um, any device that can run a full version of Windows is 100% compatible with iPoint, as well as all iOS.
Perfect. And the next question, again, staying in the mobile area, uh, can you tell us how iPoint handles mobile scanning?
Yes, absolutely. When a technician needs to add a vehicle inventory item to a work order, they open up the iPoint app, they click scan, and scan the shelf label that we create through iPoint. It will remove that item from that vehicle's individual inventory, add it to the job so it can be billed for, added to a change order appropriately.
Great. Now we have one customer telling us that job reporting is critical to their daily business workflow. Can you give us some insight how iPoint handles job reporting?
Absolutely. When it comes to job reporting, my question really would be, what type of reporting are you looking for? Because inside of any job, we can provide lots and lots of reporting, profit analysis, labor versus sold, profit by product, profit loss, labor hours, product list, product for project. But we also have a reporting tab that gives you the ability to essentially perform a full WIP report so that all of the financial information that you need is going to be available to you. But it's also important to keep in mind that information doesn't need to be available for everybody, and we understand that as well. We have created permission sets so that within your company, you have the ability to determine everything that your employees can do. We understand technician access typically looks like that. Sales typically looks like that. Even with full access, probably don't want to be able to export your customer list. If you do, that's fine. You can check that box. But we the companies that through the companies that we are working with, their feedback has helped us provide a good template to start with, so that it reduces the time to get up and running within your organization.
Thanks, Brian. So you mentioned that you have a dedicated team of developers. The iPoint Solutions uses RESTful APIs. Does iPoint have native integration with QuickBooks, or is that something that would have to be built in?
We have a two-way sync with QuickBooks. The
Okay,
integration that
cool.
iPoint has with QuickBooks is by far and away the best integration that our community members have ever seen in a software.
Awesome. All right, back to a question about pricing. In terms, if someone wanted to try iPoint Solutions, is there a trial period? Is there a money back guarantee period as well?
Absolutely. One of the things we want to do is we want to make sure that all of our community members would feel comfortable giving us a shot. The only way to do that, I feel, is to offer the best guarantee period in the industry. We have a 60-day period from when you make your first payment to get iPoint set up and running with the support of my team. And if at the end of that time you don't feel like we're going to be a good fit to support your daily operations, we offer a no questions asked 100% refund.
Perfect. All right. Well, that's all the time we have for today. On behalf of Brian, on behalf of Claris, it was our absolute pleasure chatting with everyone today. Definitely hope you learned something a little bit more about the benefits of having everything stored in one single custom app, and also how iPoint Solutions could help elevate your businesses. And with that, definitely hope to see you on another webinar soon. Have a fantastic rest of your day, everyone.